Stuart, just your reaction to that today, please?
Listen, I think when you find yourself 2-1 down in the second half away from home, you're always going to take a point, I suppose. But my overriding thought, and I've said that to the players there, I really do think that we can play so much better. I think we can handle the ball better. I think we can play through the opposition's energy and press at times. And to do that, to be honest with you, Lachlan, sometimes it's just moving 2 or 3 more yards. It's just showing a little bit more composure on the ball. But I've never stood here in front of anybody and said that we're perfect. I've never said that we're in a position where everything's functioning exactly as we want. But there's stages in the first half and even in the second half that I feel we get a little bit flustered when we're pressed. But you know what, I still believe we've got the quality in there just to handle those situations a wee bit better. Some real good openings in the first half, some real decent opportunities in the turnover of the ball. And I think probably my biggest frustration is that the 2 goals that we concede are from turnovers, you know, transitions, everybody wants to call it now, but essentially the ball turning over when we're in possession. And that's a frustration and something we can rectify. But we showed real good heart, real good spirit to get back into the game, capitalising maybe on an error from a cross ball. And then we have the chance right at the death, don't we, through Big Marcus to win it. But no, as I say, it keeps that unbeaten run going. It keeps the feel-good factor in amongst ourselves. But I think it's sometimes not a bad place to be, that you know that you can be better and you know you can play better, and we will have to over the course of the season.
Does the late goal show that there is fighting spirit there in this group?
Yeah, do you know what? I think they've shown me that through every training session, and for my first second in the door, I don't question anything to do with spirit and heart and togetherness. That's all there, all the fundamentals really, non-negotiables as I would say in football. We need that from players. You know, I think probably just to draw on a run from Marley Watkins down the left-hand side in the dying embers of the game. You know, Marley's had to sit and wait for some sort of opportunity to get on the pitch, but he doesn't sulk. He goes down the left-hand side with real purpose and real drive, and sometimes that's the wee bit that can get you across the line for, as it was today, a point, but maybe even a victory. But yeah, the players are working really hard. I think the break comes at a decent time. We will train, we will work, but there's 1 or 2 in there, 1 or 2 knocks and niggles we probably just need to tidy up before we get at this next batch of games.
Do you feel that the international break helps you then kind of relay more messages heading into the next one?
Yeah, I never think my job's to try and impose how I want a team to play football. You know, but from that, was I ever expecting that to be ideal just now? Do I ever expect it to be perfect in my head further down the line? No, it's not. But you've got to try and push the boundaries. You've got to try and test yourself. And I just think it does give us a wee bit of a reset. But whilst you're trying to do that and whilst you're trying to implement how you want to play, you have to make sure that you're competitive and you're picking up results. And I stand in front of you today again undefeated, and we've played against a really good side that have got their tails up at this minute in time. So to do that, I think that we've had to do a lot right, but I also think that there's plenty more to come for this group.